Hello and welcome to my second tutorial, and now we'll talk about getting more in depth into HTML tags. So first we're going to take a dip into HTML elements such as the header tags, paragraph, links, and images, which is what I'll show you today. So open up your editor, which I'm using Notepad++, as you already know. If you're using Notepad++, go to language and set it as HTML, so we get the nice sign text highlighting. Now you do angle bracket HTML, you end it. I like to keep my things spaced out, so as like body, I'll do this body, and anything contained inside the body element will be tabbed like that. So gotta close the body tag because the most elements have closing tags. Okay, I mean, just repeated that one. Stupid. Okay. First, I'll show you the header tags. Header tags go from H1 to H6, but I won't show you all of them. I'm only go from H1 to H3, and you'll notice something about them. So let me get this up. So you go H1, hello, YouTube. H1, H2, because these are numerical. Can't say it. Just forget it. Hello, YouTube. H3, hello, YouTube. Okay. I now have this, so I gotta save it. I'll name it index for a reason. And that is, if you're running a web page on a web server, and if you want, let's say someone go to, well, I'll just say my URL, terrystutorials.com, and not put whatever .html in, you have to put the file as index.html, .php, or any web file that you want to show up if you put in just the domain without any extension on the end. So it'll be index, should have something on here. Didn't create a folder. There. Now I'll run it in the web browser and see what we get. Okay, you see I get hello YouTube. This one's H1, H2, H3. You should notice that the bigger the number gets, the smaller the font size. And it's also bold compared to the paragraph, which is what I'll show you next. Delete this stuff. Paragraphs are defined with this p tag right here. So I'll write in, this is an example of a paragraph. There, I typed it well. Okay, save it, and F5. This is an example of a paragraph. And you may ask, why do I do the paragraph tag and not just do this? And there's a reason why I don't do that. It's because it's not valid HTML. You don't need to know much about this, just always use paragraph tags. If you're making a paragraph, paragraph tags are the way to go. Alright. Next, we're going to make links, which we'll use later on to make navigation bars. Links use this tag called A, and after that you put ref equals http www.youtube.com. And after this, you put those in quotation marks, and after you put that tag, you're supposed to put the name that you want the text to be when you display the URL. So I'm gonna put YouTube. Then you gotta use a closing tag on that. There. So let's run that. I get YouTube. It's purple because I've been to that URL before. Open it up. I get YouTube. Alright. Now we're going to do images. This may... Why did I go in that? This may or may not work. I took an image from Newegg, which is a place where I buy computer supplies to build my computers. I took an image from there, but I'm using their URL, so I don't know if I wrote it down correctly or not. But we'll see. You'll get the picture anyway. Now I gotta set the width. You don't have to do this, but I will. Set the width of the picture in pixels, so 235, can't read my handwriting, is the width, and the height is equal to 68 pixels. Then I put a space and tag. And as you notice, the ending tag is part of the starting tag in this. Let's look at this. So yeah, it don't show it, but the logo is actually this. I tried to getting it to show, but it didn't. But the image would show up right here inside this, which in later tutorials, when I start using Photoshop and we start creating real web pages, you will see it, because we have the images in our own directories, so it's not a full URL. It'll be more localhost. So yep, this was the tutorial. If you have any suggestions you would like to make on software I use, things I talk about on here, then just write a comment on the video or comment on my page.